the dam. Are you okay?
I think so.
Where will that flood hit?
It'll go down the valley past Vincenti.
Is there a telephone near here?
Yes, there's one in the gatehouse.
We'll have them give a warning broadcast. Come on. Have the message broadcast over all stations immediately. Okay. Thank you. Come on, Junior.
Attention, residents, Riviera Valley. The dam has been blown up. A flood is coming down the valley. Everyone must evacuate that district at once. Hurry. Attention, residents, Riviera Valley. The dam has been blown up. Everyone must evacuate that district at once. Hurry. A flood is coming down the valley.
Get out of here.
They'll probably give Tracy a medal for that.
Isn't there some way we can get rid of that guy?
I think there is. Eat that.
A representative group of city businessmen will seek interviews today with Police Chief Hutchinson and FBI Supervisor Dick Tracy in an effort to learn whether or not these departments are lax in combating the present crime wave which has struck this city.
Well, what's that got to do with bumping off Tracy?
He'll be holding this interview today, won't he? Spilling a lot of gab to a bunch of righteous citizens. And we can blow the FBI, its records, and Dick Tracy into small bits.
Yes, but how?
For once, Tracy won't be on his guard. He'll never suspect his visitors.
I get it. We'll hire a killer to get in with that group.
Killers and mugs. We got to find somebody Tracy don't know. Somebody that looks like a respectable businessman.
I know just the guy. Get the Duke on the phone.
Hello? Yes, this is he. Oh, hello, Stark. That's a cinch. $1,000. No, that's my price. Okay, then, just leave everything to me.
Mr. Tracy, Mr. Gant, Mr. Rice, Mr. Leonard. This is Mr. Reeves. Mr. Reeves just joined our party this morning, and we made him welcome. He is secretary of the Phoenix Chamber of Commerce, here to study civic problems.
How do you do? Gentlemen, and this is my assistant, Steve Lockwood. And won't you sit down, gentlemen? Steve, take their hats. May I take your briefcase?
Why, no, if you don't mind. I'll be taking notes from time to time, and I have my papers in here.
I see. Oh, Miss Andrews. Will you take care of this at once, please?
I think you understand, Mr. Tracy, why we have come here. It's not exactly in the spirit of criticism, but the citizens that we represent are very much in the dark as to just what steps are being taken against crime.
I understand. But the activities of the Federal Bureau of Investigation are of necessity unpublicized. We try to avoid as much as possible any newspaper comment. Steve, bring in that tray from the lab, will you please?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to explain to you, gentlemen, a few of the incidents in crime which have arisen in the past few months. I'm sure you'll agree when I'm through that the FBI has not been idle. Thank you. Now, this innocent-looking pair of pliers, left at the scene of crime, helped us to recover $500,000 in cash stolen from an armored car, and also permitted us to smash one of the cleverest automobile stealing organizations this city has ever known. We had nothing but a nickname to go on. A nickname and part of a fingerprint.
You're isn't much to that fingerprint.
It'll do. We can identify people from much less of a fingerprint than that. And I'm hoping this print will lead us directly to the Stark gang. We'll shoot this to Washington in a few hours. We'll know all about Snub.
That's a funny name.
That's his moniker.
Moniker? What's that mean, Mr. Lockwood?
Well, that's his nickname. If he's a criminal, we probably have that on file, too.
Do the G-men know all the crooks' monikers?
Well, most of them.
Gee.
I teletyped to Washington, making inquiries regarding any characters of the underworld using the moniker Snub. Almost immediately, a reply came back.
Worked here until last week, then he quit.
Why?
Why? Because he... Say, listen, mister. I didn't ask him why. He just checked out, that's all I know.
Let's go, Steve. Thanks. I knew that Snub was in that building somewhere. Dressing as one of the garage attendants, I went back alone. I had reached the 6th floor when...
When you get this one changed over, start them all for the dock.
Okay.
Come on, let's get the money ready. $500,000. It certainly was a swell haul. Why, that armored car job was just the beginning.
Don't move. Put out your hands.
Paint removers loaded with ether.
Look out, he's going to shoot.
Well, what do we do now? That ether gas won't clear out for hours.
Trigger, do! Do, pull that car over the head of the ramp. Don't let that gas get you. Put him behind the wheel. Ramp the wheel over and get out. He'll crack up, and his death will be accidental. Shove it down the ramp.
Dick?
Yes. The Starks. They're on the 6th floor. Come on. By the time we reached the 6th floor, the Stark gang had fled. But because of the gas-filled paint room, they were unable to take the $500,000 in stolen currency with them.
That wall's a fake. There are machine shops on the other side. We'll break it down.
They'll be gone before we can break through.
They're bound to leave clues. We'll fingerprint the place and take their files and correspondence. You men bring the money. Come on, Steve.
They certainly didn't leave much.
Clever guy, that Stark. All prepared to move out. And as we were taught in school, a criminal always leaves something. Here's a slim chance. Maybe something's written on this. We'll test it.
Just the name Baron Kroner. That was our next clue.
Pardon me, Mr. Tracy. An important teletype message from Washington.
Excuse me a moment, gentlemen.
Certainly.
Come along, Steve.
Very interesting.
There's no such man as Reeves belonging to the Phoenix Chamber of Commerce.
Call it a hunch if you like, but I suspected him of being a phony from the moment I saw him. What's his game? You remember he didn't want to part with that briefcase?
Gentlemen, I am terribly sorry. I overlooked an important appointment with the mayor. Will you present my apologies to Mr. Tracy, please?
Why, certainly, Mr. Reeves. Sorry you'll have to go.
Thank you.
Hey, he forgot his briefcase.
Hurry, you can catch him, Sonny.
Yes, sir.
And if there's a bomb in the briefcase, it won't go off while the so-called Mr. Reeves is here. We'll make an excuse to get it away from him and examine it. Where's Mr. Reeves?
He had an important engagement and asked me to explain.
He took his briefcase with him?
As a matter of fact, he forgot it. The youngster took it and is trying to overtake him.
Junior!
Hey, mister, wait! Hey, mister!
Junior! Where's Mr. Reeves?
He had an important engagement and asked me to explain.
He took his briefcase with him?
As a matter of fact, he forgot it. The youngster took it and is trying to overtake him.
Junior!
Hey, mister, wait! Hey, mister!
Junior! Are you all right?
Sure. That was a close one. Look.
That's the last of him. Junior, you saved us all.
Yeah, but I didn't know I was doing it.
And now for the full report.
FBI? Oh, yes, Commander. One moment, please. Commander Grant.
Hello, Commander. Yes, we'll be right over. Come on, Steve. We've got a date with the Navy. If anything comes in, we can be reached at the Terhune Laboratories. An electric welder.
Yes. Well, it was a super welder. Professor Terhune has been working on it for,
Over 2 years now.
he developed it for the Navy Department. We tested it last week, and it's perfect.
Melts the toughest battleship steel like so much ice.
Going to be of tremendous value in putting armor plate on battleships.
I read about it in the newspapers.
Apparently, others read about it, too.
When was it stolen?
Last night, about 9 o'clock. I had gone out with my assistant for a bite of supper, intending to work late. When we returned, we found Mac, the night watchman, bound and gagged.
Did he get a look at the men?
Says the one who tied him had an anchor tattooed in the back of his hand.
And this block and tackle?
It was rigged just outside the window, overlooking the alley. You see, we're on the 3rd floor here, and we must have come back just as they got it loaded.
How do you figure that?
The ropes were still swinging when I ran to the window. They must have slid down them when they heard us at the door.
Was anything else taken?
Nothing was even disturbed. Oh, they knew what they were after, all right.
What do you make of it, Commander Grant?
I don't like to think it, but there's the possibility that some spy of a foreign power has stolen it for shipment to his country.
Where are the plans?
Right here in the safe.
Then it wasn't foreign spies. They would have taken them. Easier to transport.
Guess you're right. But who else would steal it?
Someone who wanted to cut a hole in armor plate and do it quickly. Well, there's no time to lose. This is our only clue. A brand new set of blocks and tackle. Steve, phone Gwen. Have her make a list of every hardware wholesaler in town.
That's our make, all right, and the late model, too.
I want you to get a list of every sale you've made of that model.
Well, this is a cross-section of the building structure. Here we are now, and directly beneath us is that block jewelry shop. Here stands the vault, and as you know, it runs from floor to ceiling. A little hardwood and concrete to cut through, and we're right on top of the vault that holds a $500,000 shipment of blue-white diamonds.
It looks like a natural.
Now, Snub, how long will it take?
Well, that vault's made of battleship steel. With an ordinary arc welder, 6 hours.
And the new one?
Well, my guess is 40 minutes, unless we blow some fuses. You know, that thing will pull an awful load.
Enough to show on the powerhouse meters?
Yeah, sure, especially on Sunday morning.
All right. I'll send Sweeney and 2 or 3 of the boys out there and have them take charge of the plant. Now, Snub, at 7 o'clock tonight, you start on the floor. Saturday night, nobody in the building. At 9 tomorrow morning, the boys and I'll bring the welder here. At 10 sharp, you start on the vault. And inside of an hour, we ought to be out of here with the diamonds and whatever else they have in the vault, and no traces left behind.
Where's the next stop?
B&J Transfer Company, out East 22nd Street to Dalton.
Well, what do you want?
Are you? The chief sent me over to see about that roll of the extension cable and those special plugs for the welder. Says you left them out.
Say, listen, everything we got at the lab went on that truck with Pa and the boys.
Sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure. If there's anything missing, they bounced it off the truck on the way. We ain't responsible.
Now tell us more about Paul and the boys.
What's that?
Tracy, FBI.
Hey, Jack, G-Man! Hold it, you two. Step up here.
You ain't got nothing on us.
We got bracelets on you.
Notice the anchor, Steve. The watchman can identify him all right.
10 to 20 years, boys.
Now look, you lose time for stealing that welder. Tell us what you know and we'll make it easy on you. You're part of the Stark gang.
No, we hardly know the guy.
But you robbed the Terhune laboratory.
Stark hired us to get that welder for him. Hold it here till he called for it.
Where is it now?
Don't know. Stark and his 2 boys drove up and hauled it away in a truck.
When?
About a half hour ago.
You know where they took it?
Honest, we don't know.
They're going to use the welder on a vault, aren't they?
We've told you all we know.
If they just took it, they're planning to use it today. At least 200 steel vaults. They'd get away before we checked on half of them. That voltmeter. I've got it. Where's your telephone?
Right over there.
Hempstead 5880. Dick Tracy, tell me, would your welders be likely to pull much of a load in operation?
Yes. Very heavy amperage.
And would that load be likely to show on the powerhouse meters?
Almost certain to.
Thanks. We may have it back for you tonight.
Come on, Steve.
Where to?
The power plant. We'll drop these boys at the Crescent Heights police station on the way out.
Come on.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Just keep quiet.
What's the idea?
I'm taking charge of this plant for a while.
All right, get going.
Take him up to the locker room. Tie him up good and safe. I'll phone that everything's all cleared.
From the Federal Bureau. We'd like to take a look at your load charts for the past week.
All right, help yourself. There are the files.
G-men, tell the boys to stand by in case of trouble. I don't want any shooting. I'm not going to face any murder rap.
This is what we want. Take us to the main switchboard. What are you fellas after? Just investigating. Which way?
I'll show you.
Everything seems normal.
Well, we're all ready.
Let's go.
There it is. See that needle jump? That's it, all right. Foreman. See that ammeter? Can you locate the exact block where this load was thrown in? Then we'll have to cut off the current for the whole district until we locate the welder. Pull the main switch for the 3rd district.
I can't do that.
It's an order. Steve, pull the switch.
Must have blown a fuse at the plant.
Now telephone the boys. It's somewhere in the 3rd district.
Okay.
There she is.
power's off again.
There she is. Found it. Thanks. I'll see you later. Tracy calling headquarters. Tracy calling headquarters.
Go ahead, Dick.
The Starks are operating in the block bounded by Main, 4th, Severance, and 5th Streets. Have all agents surround this block immediately. That is all.
Calling all special agents. Calling all special agents. Surround block 19. Surround block 19. Calling Tracy. Calling Tracy.
Tracy answering.
All available agents are converging on block 19.
Message received.
The entire block is surrounded, Mr. Tracy, and the alley is bottled up from both ends.
Fine. If the Starks are here, we'll get them. What stores in this area might be worth robbing?
Well, the most logical one would be Blocks, the manufacturing jeweler, but we've checked all the stores and they're empty.
They wouldn't be in the stores. It's too open. They'd either enter the vault from above or below, where they could work without being seen. We'll take a look in the building. I'll take the upstairs. Steve, you take the basement.
That did it.
Don't move. Back up. All right, turn around.
They went up the fire escape.
No use. They had their escape planned. Take him to the city hospital. Keep a guard over him, and let me know the minute he regains consciousness. I'll come over and question him.
he's going to live.
We can't let him stay there. The rat'll squeal.
There's not much we can do about it. They've got cops, reporters, and photographers all over the place.
Photographers?
Sure, why?
Get Jake and Blackie and dress them in intern outfits.
And don't drop.
Not much time left. I wish you'd hurry.
Hello. You waiting for someone?
Yeah, we're waiting for Tracy to finish questioning that mug in there. We got to get some pictures.
Oh, I see. Now listen, you must know how to contact the Starks. Tell me where they live.
Maybe you can tell us about that guy in there. Is he going to pull through?
I don't know. We just came on duty.
You'd better wait a while, Mr. Tracy.
Gee, Mr. Tracy, if we don't make the addition with these pictures, we'll be canned. Give us a break, will you?
Okay, but make it snappy.
Thanks, Mr. Tracy. We'll just take a couple and run. Come on, Snaggy, snap it up. All set? Take it.
Tear gas!
This window, let's open it. Steve, Mike, come on. It's locked.
He's gone.
All right, snap it up.
Downstairs, quickly. Mike, report this. Come on, Steve.
Followed. Well, stop. Okay.
We're gaining. The motor's overheating. We'll try to pull alongside. Take over the wheel.
Okay.
get back there and pick them off.